Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Real Film Talk. My name is Braunlich. Now, sit back, grab some snacks, and enjoy the review. Today, we'll be reviewing a remake that seems to have audiences split. Some like this, others loathe it entirely. We'll be reviewing the 2025 Lilo and Stitch. Here is my reaction for the trailer. Ohana means family, and I can't even do a decent Stitch impression. I apologize. I tried. I know so many people did a Stitch impersonation in their review, but I just can't. So, please be good. Please be good. Please be good. Here is Lilo and Stitch, the remake.
We have apprehended a dangerous experiment. Where is he?
He escaped.
He's trying to find the police cruisers.
He took the red one.
Does it really matter which color he took?
What hideous planet is caught in your crosshairs?
Shooting star!
Okay, they actually got the Hawaiian roller coaster ride song. That's pretty good. Hey, they got that shot. That's actually kind of cool.
He's so cute and fluffy.
He is your responsibility. Got it.
We promise.
Yeah.
All right.
Get down from there.
No.
Yeah, this looks a little bit like Stitch.
No. Dogs on the table.
You sure that's a dog?
I'm guessing that's David right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a brand new breed of dog, to say the least.
We are not keeping this thing.
Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind.
Or forgotten.
Okay, it looks like they're keeping the same message going on.
Stitch bad.
Sometimes family isn't perfect. That doesn't mean they aren't good. That was close. I don't think you're supposed to drink that.
He's like, yeah, I'll do it anyways. Must be his favorite flavor.
Agent Cobra Bubbles. We have a blue dog.
Oh, there's Bubbles.
No, wait.
Okay, it looks like they're still doing that.
No. I'm gonna give you to the count of 3, Stitch.
It's a good old draw here. Oh, Stitch wins. I honestly think this looks kind of good. I mean, it looks like it's capturing the same magic that the original did, like from 2002. Looks like there's a few differences. Like it looks like Jumbo and Pleakley aren't gonna be dressing as humans. Instead, they're gonna actually be turning into humans. So I'm curious to know what they think they do with that. But I think the main thing is making sure they keep the same theme of Ohana and what it truly means. I know some people were like very polarized on that ending, and I'm pretty sure I'll talk about it in my review. But I want to see it for myself and see what I think. But yeah, I think the original Lilo and Stitch is really good. I think it was an original idea that was by Chris Sanders, I think, who was not only one of the co-directors of the movie, but he also did the voice of Stitch in the original and in this remake. I don't know, chat, this actually looks kind of good. I'm hoping we get a good remake for once. Please. So, I will go see this movie, and I will give you all my general thoughts. Lilo and Stitch is directed by Dean Fletcher Camp and stars Maya Kealoha, Sydney Agodong, and Chris Sanders, reprising his role as the lovable pet alien Stitch. In this movie, a lonely Hawaiian girl befriends a runaway alien, helping to mend her fragmented family. Now, before I give you my thoughts on this movie, I should probably share my thoughts on the original Lilo and Stitch. I watched it in its entirety for the first time in a while, seeing if it still holds up. I remember liking it a lot as a kid, and years later, I think I might like it more. I think this might not only be one of my favorite Disney movies, but favorite movies in general. Although I tried to give this remake a fair chance, I was worried it wouldn't capture the magic of what made the original special. Now, before I share my thoughts, I should let you know this is my opinion, so just take it with a grain of salt. After seeing this movie, I honestly think this might be one of the better remakes. Now, is it as good as the original? Not by a long shot. Are there some parts that I enjoyed? Absolutely. However, I think there could be more stuff I didn't like as much as I liked. I think everyone who saw this movie would agree Maya Kealoha, who played Lilo, played this role to a T. She managed to capture what made Lilo an interesting character. In the original, she's a little bratty, and you can see why she is this way, but she acts like a real kid would. As someone who works with kids for a living, I can say Lilo in both the original and the remake captures on how a kid Lilo's age normally acts. I also think we see some character development from Nani. She has goals of her own, but she's pushed them off to the side so she can provide for Lilo. We also learned a little bit about her other than her being Lilo's caretaker after a devastating loss. She has some big interests that do come into play that I actually didn't think was that bad. Now, it's not to say this is a great movie. There are a few issues I have with this. Well, quite a few. For starters, the movie has some serious pacing issues. A lot of scenes are completely rushed and we're not given enough time to establish any of the characters or part of the story. It's like they know we saw the original, so they don't need to do the same thing that movie did. One scene is already done and we're already on a completely different scene. I also feel like some of the humor is hit or miss. While the original was very entertaining, this remake would probably have a good joke maybe every couple of minutes. I feel like most of the humor felt flat, especially with Jumba and Pleakley. I like the idea of them turning into humans. I just wish they had more to work with. I also wasn't a fan of how they portrayed David in this movie. David was a fine character in the original, but this version of David, I felt like contributed almost nothing to the story. He was so awkward and did practically nothing except for the end. I feel like David in this remake could have been cut from the movie and not a lot would have changed. Lastly, probably the most polarizing part of the movie, the ending. So many people are split on this part. I personally didn't agree with it, but for the people who did like it and explained it to me, I did see where they were coming from. It didn't completely ruin the movie for me, as I still stand by my opinion that this is one of the better remakes. In the end, Lilo and Stitch is decent enough that some people will leave satisfied. I know not everyone will like this movie, and that's okay. I think compared to more recent Disney remakes like Snow White, Mulan, and Lady and the Tramp, yes, they did make that. This was a step up. Hopefully Disney will now learn from their past mistakes and focus on making some movies that if they are remakes, that they honors the original while still adding in some differences that don't change the story completely. I think Lilo and Stitch has a bit of an edge. It's actually one of the few Disney properties that isn't based on anything prior. So, something to keep in mind. My grade for Lilo and Stitch will be a B-. Thank you all for watching this review. I hope you all enjoyed it. Until next time, this is Will Braunlich, and I will see you at the movies. Save a seat for me.
For over 40 years, SCM has been the voice of our town,
bringing us together through local programming,
education,
and live broadcasts.
SCM isn't just about television.
It's about empowering our community,
ensuring our voices are heard during government meetings,
and celebrating milestones
like our high school graduations.
But today, SCM faces a challenge.
Our funding structure is based on television subscriptions.
And it's no secret, people have been cutting the cord.
With a shift to internet-only subscriptions,
SCM receives less revenue,
even though all our programming is freely available online.
We need your support.
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 Your donation can make a difference.
It will ensure that SCM remains open,
continues to educate our youth,
and keeps our community informed.
Thanks to SCM, I've been honing my creative skills, helping me work towards my college degree.
SCM is crucial for keeping our community connected.
SCM isn't just here to broadcast local events. They're actually preserving Simsbury's history.
Join us.
Join us in preserving Simsbury's voice.
Simsbury's voice.
Together we can ensure that SCM continues to thrive
for generations to come.
Visit our website
or scan the QR code on your screen to make your donation.
Every contribution
counts.
Thank you for supporting Simsbury Community Media,
where your town,
your schools,
and your government come together.